Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to another episode of our program, Sports Corner PH Interviews here on Sports Corner PH. At kakatapos lang ng ating magdamagan, mapuyat na para sa Olympics coverage. And right now, nakabalik na po ang karamihan sa ating mga Pinoy Olympians. At ito pa isa nagbabalik natin. Siya po ay isa sa mahigit 45,000 strong na volunteers na pumasa sa application and of course nagtrabaho, nag-volunteer para mag-assist at of course magkaroon ng mga duties and responsibilities with regards nga dito sa operation sa Paris Olympics. I'm talking about Miss Friday Gama, the host of Sports Lockdown. Si Friday po, nakikita natin lagi sa mga triathlon events, nagbo-volunteer rin po siya. And now, she will share experience niya pala on her journey as a Paris Olympics volunteer. Ma'am Friday, on a Saturday, on a weekend, magandang araw sa inyo and thank you for joining us.
Of course, thank you for the invite, Gab. Alam ko, we planned to do this like before the Olympics. But now I'm here, I'm back. I just got back last Thursday and I'm still dealing with a terrible jet lag.
Pero mukhang nararamdaman nyo pa rin ngayon hanggang ngayon yung jet lag dahil of course hindi pag nagje-jet lag hindi talaga magiging komportable talaga pag bumalik tayo. And of course may mga kailangan responsibilities na kailangan tunin sa pagbabalik mo sa Pilipinas and right now you're back and it was a surreal experience nga ng pagiging volunteer nga sa Olympics. Pero kamusta ka na ngayon? Are you of course, going back sa inyong regular duties, especially sports lockdown every Saturday?
Yes, of course. So right now it's still not sinking. Natapos na siya. As a matter of fact, last 2 days of my mission, medyo parang low na yung spirit ko kasi I know that I'll be coming back anytime soon. But then on our last day, we were treated so well. We were treated by the San Cantan mayor and all the community officers for a great banquet back there. And it was really an awesome night for all of us there.
Okay, so 45,000 ang nag-volunteer for the Paris Olympics. So maliit na porsyento ito ay mga Pilipino. I know meron din ibang mga Pinoy volunteers rin na nag-volunteer rin or pumunta rin na Paris Olympics to serve as a volunteers niya to help the oversee itong games natin.
Yes, apparently in my area, just to make it clear, I am not in the central hub. Nandun ako sa San Cantan where we cater the sports cycle velodrome, VTT or the mountain biking, golf, of course. And we have the biggest fan zone over there. As far as I know, I am the only Pinoy in that area. And apparently, on our last day, there's this guy who approached me and said, "Hi, hello po." Gumano siya parang, "Oh my God." Sabi ko ganon. You're the only, I thought that I'm the only Pinoy. So sabi niya, ay, ako din po. Ganon siya. So, meron palang isa pa doon sa area ko. So, he's a guy from Mindanao. And then, we only got to see each other on the last day. So, nakakatawa. And if I'm not mistaken, I also know that there's one in the athletes village coming here from the Philippines then because meron kasi mga Pinoy na naka-base doon ng mga volunteers. So, I'm not sure pa kung meron pang mga galing din dito. Yan.
So ilan pa lang na mga Pinoy ang nag-volunteer sa iba't ibang mga areas of concern, areas of responsibility during the Paris Olympics. At nakakatuwa nga na hindi lang yung mga atleta natin o di kaya team officials o coaches na nag-represent ng Pilipinas sa Olympics. Meron din mga sumali din na naging volunteer. May iba nga, may nakita pa akong isang post, isang marathoner galing sa Sweep and Pit, nag personal best dun sa running event na side event din ng Paris Olympics. And nakakatuwa dahil of course, ang daming mga Pinoy na supporters na nanonood ng mga games and of course, nagchi-cheer sa ating mga athletes natin and nakakatuwa naman na yung presensya ng ating mga Pinoy doon
Uh,
matibay.
so one time, I would just like to share this experience. I was assigned in the golf, and then we were leading all spectators to the exit, the proper exit. And then there's this bunch of four guys pass by me. Yung isa nagtagalog, parang, oh, saan ba tayo pupunta? Parang ganun yung word niya. So, narinig ko siya na parang, uy, Pinoy. Sabi ko gano'n, uy, Pinoy. And then lahat sila lumingon, uy, ate, ganun sila. So, parang nakakatawa na, uy, may kababayan tayo, ganun. Tapos, eventually, sabi nila, ate, pwede magtanong. So, ayun, parang, yun yung pinaka-closest encounter ko with four Pinoy guys na nakita ko doon sa golf.
By the way, yung golf, we have two representatives nga pala, si Bianca Pagdanganan at si Dottie Ardina. Alam natin, nagkaroon ng controversy dahil sa uniform na yung kailangan niya itali yung Philippine flag sa uniform, yung flag patch niya. Pero alam natin na may mga pagkukulang nga yung ating mga sport governing bodies when it comes to support. Pero susunod natin ibibigay yung topic. Anyway, I'd like to ask muna Friday kung paano mo napili, paano ka napili ng Paris Olympics Governing Committee para maging isang volunteer. Pero bago yan, can you share to us kung ano mga previous experiences nyo sa pagiging volunteer, particularly sa mga international sports events, lalo na sa pag-triathlon eh.
So, I've been doing sports management and events for more than 10 years. So, hindi tayo bago dyan. And recently, like several years ago, I am part already of the Triathlon Philippines, where I'm one of the technical officials and officially got certification last 2 months ago, I think. So maybe one way or another, that could be one of the edge that I had, because particularly when I applied for this, I said I particularly would like to be a volunteer under the triathlon event. Kasi syempre medyo familiar na tayo doon. And other sports event that I've handled are laging multi-sports event. And for the longest time, I've been helping the Ultimate Frisbee for 10 years, I think, sa mga socials nila. So, hindi na tayo parang bago sa volunteer work. Before kasi talagang I would do it because I love doing events management. But eventually, yun, parang medyo nag-level up tayo, nag-o-officiate na tayo ng races, ng triathlon, and all that. So, ayun, siguro, probably, and I must say, baka yun yung naging factor to be able to get in the volunteer program.
And of course, ito na yung exciting part. Paano ka nakapili sa mismong Paris Olympics volunteer program? Paano yung hirap na pinagdaanan nyo, yung selection process para dito? And of course, malaki ba na itulong ng mga previous experiences sa pagiging volunteer, sa pag-appreciate ng mga games, para at least marami kang matutunan nga sa inyong, sabihin natin, first ever na international, yung nasa labas ng bansa, no, Friday?
Yes. It's a funny story. I'll give you a brief story about how I got in. We were outside. We were in Tagaytay for a training. And then my friends were all quiet in one corner. Sabi ko, ano ginagawa niyo dyan? Sabi ko, ba't ang tahimik niyo? And then, hindi mo ba alam that the portal for the volunteer program is already open? Ganyan sila. Parang, ano yun? Ganyan, ganyan. Hindi mo ba alam yan? Ganyan. So, sige, try mo. Parang I don't think so. Sabi ko gano'n. Kasi first of all, I don't know how to speak French. Pangalawa, wala akong visa. Wala akong Schengen visa. Yeah, malay mo, di ba? Parang wala namang mawawala. So,
Okay, nawala. Okay, so resume tayo. Balikan natin ng konti yung storya mo kung paano ka napili. Doon sa part na
mhm.
ano, nagtawanan niya yung mga grupo.
So after 30 minutes, binalikan ko sila, they're still there on the application portal. And I said, parang ang serious talaga niyan, ano. So, why not try it? So, okay, so randomly, I tried it. I went through the application process, which is kind of tedious. And then that was March of 2022, I think. And then I received a congratulatory letter that I got in March of 2023. So out of all those people na nakasama ko mag-apply, ako yung natanggap. Which is funny about it is ako random lang ako nag-apply.
So, 2 years in the making nga. Nag-apply ka March 2022, tas tinanggap nila yung application March 2023. So, two
Ay,
years
mali pala, Gab. Sorry. Mali. 2023. March 2023 pala. Mali. So 1 year. 1
1 year
year siya.
pala, 1 year in the
One.
making, ika nga, yung pagtanggap niya ng application. Pero meron ba kayo specific training na binibigay yung ating organizing committee, yung in charge sa mga volunteers when it comes sa, of course, sa mga pag-aandaan nyo, lalo na kailangan mo matutunan mo yung French na
French.
lengguwahe ng ating mga taga-Paris eh.
Yeah. So it all started with the general orientation, but unfortunately I wasn't there. So they gave us this website or webinar, I mean, na kailangan mong mag-confirm if you're gonna be able to make it through online. So ayun, may mga several na ganun prior to leading to the opening or yung mission mo na actually. Mission is your schedule. So may mga several na webinar that we have attended. And during the process when I learned that I'm among the volunteers, I have to browse and learn like basic French through online. So yun yung mga preparasyon ko. There are also some webinar regarding first aid, also yung mga tawag dito, sign languages, ganyan. So, yung mga yun, hindi ko na siya masyadong pinansin. Kasi, unang-una, marunong ako mag-first aid and hindi naman ako marunong mag-sign language. Pero hindi ko na siya binother i-open or samahan yung webinar na yun. And leading to pag-alis ko, ayun, hanggang pag-alis ko, nag-aaral pa rin ako ng French.
And of course, nagkaroon din kayo ng parang immersion sa lahat ng mga venues or sa mga
Mhm.
areas na
Mhm.
gustong i-assign para dito sa mismong event. Meron bang task ganon yung nag-oversee nga ng volunteers program?
So, since we are the ones who chose our schedule or our mission, and there are some prerequisite how to do so. Meron siyang number one prerequisite na you cannot have succeeding mission ng walang 11 hours difference. So, kumbaga kami ang gumawa ng sarili naming schedule, following all those requirements. So, pagdating pa lang namin doon, meron na kaming parang general list of our own mission. So, minsan pare-pareho kami, minsan hindi. So, kasi nga kami mismo yung gumawa ng mission schedule namin. So, on the day for example, on the day of our first mission, which is was July 27, we were all gathered in the center because that was the first time that we saw each other and met each other. So may quick lang na orientation of what to do. What's challenging for me is, of course, it's they're speaking their local language, which is French. But there are several in the group na marunong mag-English. Basically, yung mga ibang Francois kasi talagang hindi sila marunong mag-English. Meron, pero very, konti lang. Yun ang challenge sa akin. So, pag nag-huddle prior to our mission, nasa French language siya. So, ang ginagawa nila, yun, yung mga marunong mag-English, ini-interpret nila for us. So, ayun, may huddle bago kami pakawalan. So, we gather in the center and then a bus will take us wherever our mission is. Tapos yun, disperse na kami. Tapos susunduin na lang din kami after our mission. So, back to the center.
And of
Ganon
course,
yung parang... Mhm.
And of course, first time mo talaga na ma-experience nyo yung pagbo-volunteer nga sa Olympics, lalo na kinakailangan mag-take ng responsibilities and duties para i-guide kung saan sila pupuntang mga areas or locations of papanooran, either as a spectator, as an athlete, o as a team official. And of course, the experience na rin na makasama nyo yung iba't ibang mga volunteers, whether any nationality, whether any ethnicity, and masasabi natin truly a global perspective, ika nga yung magkaroon kayo ng communication between the fellow volunteers para at least ma-work hand in hand, and of course magkaroon kayo ng mga tamang coordination when it comes sa doing the right task na kailangan niyong i-perform para dito sa Paris Olympics volunteer program.
Yes. It's talagang overwhelming of how wide the ethnicity of the group. So may Indian, if I might say, may Indian, may Portuguese, basta madami, may Italian, may Chinese, basta kung whatever, nandun lahat. Pero kumaga parang majority talaga, mga French.
Oo, dahil alam natin pag OCT, pag host country, ang daming mga volunteers, either pag Tokyo ka, puro mga karamihan puro Japanese eh. Pag nasa Paris ka, karamihan eh puro mga French. Pati sa LA, pag karamihan mga American. So, masasanay ka talaga na matutunan mo yung French para at least mapag-aralan ninyo at of course it was a pleasure to have a great experience talaga Friday na magkaroon ka ng iba't ibang mga duties and responsibilities. Can you specify muna kung ano mga duties and responsibilities nyo as a volunteer at saan ka naka-assign? Although nabanggit mo na kanina.
So my first mission was in the VTT mountain biking event. So particularly in that mission, my first mission ever, since English speaker ako, hindi ako pwedeng mag-isa sa post ko. I'm always with a French person because, kumbaga, syempre, mag-welcome kami ng, guests and spectators. I was assigned in the GAR station. So, train station siya. So, we lead them to where they have to go. Kasi medyo malayo yung golf and yung mountain biking from the GAR. So, from the GAR, we are gathered there. Marami kami doon. Tapos, we lead them to the shuttle. And the shuttle will bring them to the specific venue. Kung nga, yung sa mountain biking nga. Same goes with golf. So, kung tatanungin ako kung ano yung so parang siya, para siyang nag-liaise kami ng spectators where they have to go. We are assigned, kunyari in a group, we are assigned with one referent. Referent is like your leader, your team leader. And then usually in that group, may specific task ka or may specific area ka kung saan ka po pwesto. So usually, nandun ako sa entrance ng hall or usually entrance ng GAR station, ganyan. Nag-iiba lang yun pag kung saan ka naka-assign. So, yung mountain bike ko and the golf, parang pareho lang yung ginawa ko doon. Pero iba doon sa fan zone. Yung biggest fan zone kasi, sobrang lawak niya. So we have to be dispersed. So in one day that I was assigned there, nandun ako sa parang they call it the villages. So there is a lot of interactive activities doon sa villages na yon. And then I was assigned in one of the para siyang virtual biking. So, yun, may mga bata, may mga spectators that want to try it. So, yun yung one task na ginawa ko doon sa fan zone.
Ayun. So, fan zone, yan yung lugar kung saan pwede ka masilip yung mga iba't ibang mga venues o di kaya yung mga athletes natin. Pero
Hindi,
at
the
one point,
fan zone kasi yung ano, Gab, parang they prepare, kunyari, in a day, they prepare programs. So, nandun yung mga bands or whoever, singers. Basta fan zone siya. So, and it's for free. So, anyone could go. Minsan, there was a time that may mga athletes na bumisita. So, ayun, fan zone siya. So, hindi siya venue. Kumbaga, ayun, kumbaga Fan zone siya.
pero at one point, Ma'am Friday, na-starstruck ka ba sa mga atleta na nakapaligid sa iyo? Nakita mo during the event? Yung mga pinaka-pamilyar sa iyo na mga athletes.
Yeah, actually hindi kasi since ang dami nila, you actually don't know that you're already in front of the athlete. So there was one time that I was assigned in the cycling velodrome. This guy was passing by and I don't even know na atleta na siya. I only know that he's an athlete because of the ID. So, of the accreditation ID. Sabi ko, excuse me. Sabi ko gano'n. Although hindi ko siya kilala, but I know atleta siya. Excuse me, sabi ko, can I have a photo with you? Of course, ganun siya. So, it turns out that he's from Switzerland. He's a famous cyclist. I forgot his name. So, nagpa-picture ako ng bonggang-bongga sa kanya. And then it turns out, yun nga, parang ano siya, uh, hindi ata siya medalist, pero one of the finalists siya. Yun yung isang one of the close encounter. During the time that Bianca Indotti was in golf, I was actually inside. I have a free ticket, and then I was actually inside the golf national. Unfortunately, hindi ko sila nahabol kung saan yung yung ano nila par kasi that time meron akong pasok, meron akong mission that afternoon. So hindi ko na talaga natapos kasi unang-una sobrang init. And it's really tiring to watch the golf kasi ang daming nun eh, di ba? Ang daming par. So, if whatever, or whoever would you like to follow, susundan mo sila kung sila pupunta, di ba? Sobrang init ng araw na yun, parang 38 degrees Celsius nun. Hindi ko siya nakaya kasi, and besides, I'm saving up for my energy for my mission that afternoon. So actually, kaya ako pinili yung makanood ng first day of the women's. It's because gusto ko nga sila makita. But unfortunately, hindi ko na sila naabutan nung dumating ako. Kasi malayo na sila. Yun.
At makikita po natin Ma'am Friday na maganda ang naging atmosphere talaga yung sa trabaho mo bilang isa sa mga volunteer. Lalo na pag nagbo-volunteer ka, kailangan magsuot ka ng designated na green uniforms na pamilyar sa atin. Itong green uniform, yan yung sinisimbolo na pagiging volunteer talaga ng Paris Olympics. Maraming nagiging mga spectators and tourists ang namanga talaga dahil sila nga naman yung isa sa mga heroes ng Paris Olympics nga itong mga volunteers natin at sinasaladuhan natin. And of course, ah, alam natin yung challenges talaga ng trabaho mo pagiging volunteer. Pero at the end of the day, mukhang na-satisfied ka doon sa naging outcome ng inyong journey sa pagiging volunteer nga for Paris.
Yeah. I put the Philippines forefront in a matter that how I could be able to do it. So hospitality wise and being in high spirits every day that I have the mission, I put it on that pedestal. So they know na Philippines na wow, ang hospitable ng mga tao pala, ang friendly pala nila, ganyan ganyan ganyan. So in one way or the other, and in that aspect, I was able to, uplift our Philippine flag in such a way na nakaya ko, di ba? Ayun.
Pero Ma'am Friday, sagot din ba ng mismong organizers yung pagkain, yung transportation, pero may mga iba na of course may mga kailangan nilang, bayaran with regards on their own way with regards nga dun sa ano biyahe nga at iba pang mga concerns nga when it comes sa pagiging volunteer. Ito talaga yung sa financial aid ika nga.
So as a volunteer, it's a self-funded thing. So, but we were provided meals. Of course, we were provided our uniforms. We were provided transportation. So in between mission, that if you want to go to the city, like me, so I go to Paris. When off mission, I go to the Paris main hub para to go around, to explore the city, ganyan. So that's on my own. But and also my housing is on my own. I actually rented a bike with from the landlady, very nice landlady I had there. I rented a bike from her and then I bike around actually doon kasi sobrang friendly ng bike lane nila there. Designated bike lane talaga. So hindi ka matatakot na to bike around there. Well, which is I'm doing here naman talaga. Kaya parang mas parang na makampante ako doon na mag-bike kasi sobrang friendly ng bike lane nila.
And Ma'am Friday, ito yung mga natutunan ninyo sa Paris ay maaari mong i-cherish talaga or i-apply mo talaga sa mga susunod na magkaroon ka ng offer para mag-volunteer nga sa some international sporting event either sa Pilipinas o di kaya sa abroad. Ito ba mga natutunan nyo? Maaari nyo i-apply mo on your future missions ninyo, Ma'am Friday?
Could be, yes. As a matter of fact, we're all talking about joining the Winter Olympics in Italy, and then we're all like planning. Oh, we all get together and see each other again in Milan, ganyan, ganyan. And of course, yung mga tiga states kasi na nag-volunteer, yun parang everyone is invited to my place, yung mga ganun, parang I'll host you if ever you wish to come for the LA 2028. Just tell us if you want to go and we'll make arrangements for you, yung ganun. So parang naging family kami talaga. So we grew close with each other during that span of time of our mission.
Okay. Bago ako tanungin ng inyong, mensahe rin sa ating mga Pinoy athletes natin, siguro baka may gusto kayong i-share na mga tips or advices sa mga nangangarap din na mag-volunteer rin sa isang, international sporting event, lalo na yung biggest of them all, yung Olympics. Ano yung mga advices na nais niyong i ah, i-apply ninyo sa ating mga viewers natin? Sa mga interested.
Okay. Yeah. Watch out for the opening of the portal, which will happen like usually happen. Ang portal ng Milan, Italy, Winter Olympics will happen September. So that will open parang first week or second week of September. So watch out for that if you are up to join the Winter Olympics. And after that, yung LA Olympic now, which will happen 2 years after. Uh, Open up your ears for that opening of the portal, and it's gonna be a stiff competition because there are a lot of Filipinos out there in California. Alam naman natin yon. So if you up to it, and then gusto mo mag-volunteer, kasi this is another platform where you can let the whole world know na merong Pilipinas and hindi lang pang atleta, 'di ba? Meron ding ganitong aspeto. So, ayun, just make your best foot forward for that and handa kayo sa mga challenges that could go along the way. And of course, syempre, yung friendship that you will build during your mission sa pagiging volunteer.
follow up lang, if ever na magkaroon ka ng opportunity na mag-volunteer ka sa 2028,
Mm.
kung buhay pa tayo, 2028 AFC Olympics, tatanggapin mo ba yun?
But of course, why not? As a matter of fact, I have a lot of volunteer colleagues na tenured, Gab, na ginagawa talaga nila for the longest time. So, even though they're aged already, they're still willing to do it one more time, on the third or fourth. Kasi iba dun talagang they've been in Barcelona, they've been, basta ang dami na lang sinalihan. They were in Rio, ganun. So, knowing that they've been doing that, parang nakaka-inspire na parang, why not like lead the way of, parang kung may mga gano'n na tenured na volunteers, parang, oh, I could do that too, di ba? Basta handa ka lang, of course, financially is because ikaw yun eh, self-funded yun eh. Unless meron ka makong sponsor to, help you with all the finances that you'll have to endure, ayun, yun lang talagang medyo challenge doon. And of course, it will help a lot. Like for example, your destination will be LA. Kung may kamag-anak ka doon and willing to sponsor you or foster you during the length of stay, then malaking bagay yun.
And lastly, what's your message nga pala sa mga kapwa rin Pinoy, either as an athlete, as a coach, as a team official, even spectator, volunteer, na nag-contribute, and even those who watch nga na nanonood sa Paris Olympics, lahat tayo may contribution talaga in making the game successful. And we did it nga pala dahil kami nga yung top performing country in Southeast Asia. Of course, alam natin, Caloyulo, Aina Villegas, Nesty Patricio, bagging the medals for the Philippines.
Of course. So, our Filipino athletes have the heart to win. So they fought for it. They dream about it. So they work hard for it, and they deserve the accolades that they have right now. And without the support of course, the POC, PSC, and all the NSAs involved, hindi yan magiging possible. And of course, hindi rin biro yung support, yung pagpupuyat ng mga sambayan ng Pilipino na, alam mo, yung nag-cheer on in their own homes para mapanood yung mga Filipino athletes natin during their time of their event. Nakatulong yun, sobra. And nakaka-proud na, in our own little way, we were able to do that. Kasi pag off-mission ko at alam kong may laban sila, talaga I make it a point to watch it on Kite TV. And then you'll see also in the stadiums, kunyari, athletics, talagang may makikita kang group of Pinoys, like, cheering over our athletes. At nakakataba ng puso yun for kunyari for EJ ganyan, or for whoever na nagpe-play ng time na yun. So with all the support, talagang pag ganyang international event, kailangan yan.
All right, Ma'am Paide, congratulations on your recent run as a volunteer nga ng Paris Olympics, and you have a special message nga pala, and also thank all those who are making part in your journey nga para dito sa Paris Olympics volunteering.
Of course, first of all, I'd like to mention Triathlon Philippines, because they were a big factor in endorsing me to PSC, and the PSC endorsing me to the French embassy, wherein I got my French visa or a Schengen visa in a matter of 3 days. So, unlocking factor nun. And of course, friends who were able to help me, like support me in monetary way. And then meron pa akong isang, I'll mention if you don't mind, Comida Foods. They help me, like they pack snack food for me para pabaon sa akin doon. So it was really helpful in so many ways, kasi in between, syempre kakain ka or instead of buying. So those snacks that they provided me, laking tulong nun, grabe. So those are the people who are generously nag-help sa akin during this experience.
Okay, buksan mo na yung camera at magpo-photo op po tayong dalawa. Okay, thumbs up. At Okay ka. Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, Friday, Ma'am Friday. See you later sa Sports
Yes,
Down. And of course, congratulations and all the best sa lahat ng volunteers
yes,
and all those who have contributed sa Paris Olympics. What a successful Olympics. At meron pang Paralympics sa August 28.
yes.
Mag-umpisa lang ating mga Pinoy
That's right.
pa-athletes. So, thank you
Yes.
and have a good day. Bye!
Thanks, yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye!